A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Narduzzi before the game. One of the points Coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And
snags it, and he's open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fletcher. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The first points of the day.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Pittsburgh's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, and you talk Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp, to just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game. They've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys, a Hall of Famer you get to work with. You get to develop, so it's almost plug and play every year, man. Now you're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Panthers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Canes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Kent. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll give it to Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Vaughn. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Good, solid tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Again, it's Brown. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside, it's Turner. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The sure hands, it's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Bought a little time, lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Vaughn. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be.
Makes the grab in their space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the run, it's Turner. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. First play of the period will be a second down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeps it on the option. Makes a man miss. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Kent. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The run inside. It's Turner. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They boot it away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Reads it, fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They're working that left side. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Pitt pushing the pace.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Makes the grab. It's Lee. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Floats it out in space. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Mensah. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it behind the line. It's Vaughn. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll run play action. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Try the right side with Brown. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43.
3rd down coming up.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Throwing, Mensah. Using the quick game. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Here's Brown. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. On the snap, it's Brown. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. They'll run the screen. A pickup of 8 on the play. Enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Smith takes the handoff. Pickup of 5. It's now second and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Yates. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Running inside. It's Wright. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third down, he drops to throw. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Mensah unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, they blocked the kick. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Sooners looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And of course his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Hit right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grab behind the line. It's Yates. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They get to the line quickly.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run it on the counter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A give to Brown. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. One more time, it's Brown. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They kick it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Kent. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it on the counter. Strong, firm tackle. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Snagged out of the air. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Lee. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Punt is in the air. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Motion from the back. Takes it in. Touchdown, Pitt!
Defenses talk all the time about forcing turnovers, and to do that, you got to get so many hats to the football and swarm, and the ball sometimes comes out, and what do? You pick it up, take it back to the house. What a play by the D.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off play action on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Jacobs. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. And the Hurricanes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires complete on the crosser. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. 1st down, 10 yards to go. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Hard running there. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Could not make his way to the corner. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Powers through. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's right. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Running inside, it's Smith. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Trying to run, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Under fire. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane.
Number 91, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give on the counter. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Mensah to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Got it. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5.
Miami, 28.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Mensah. There's the pressure. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Gonna run it. It's right. Quick spin on the run. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Throwing, Mensah. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try to pound their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So they take over with great starting field position, move it 36 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The run inside. It's Fletcher. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Zings it complete to the right. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon.
Set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes it on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fletcher. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Goes to the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got a little grass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Mensah looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury is not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. A little release to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Running inside, it's Fletcher. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff, it's right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.